Hello, everyone. You're very welcome to our first speech in our BA Excellence Conference. This is conducted by the BA Global Community, and we're happy to see you all here. Just remind that our sessions is recorded, and you'll be able later on find all the recordings, all the speakers, all the events on our channels in our global community on YouTube and all in all the places related on our pages of our community. So, first of all, as I already said, you're very welcome. My name is Alona. I am a facilitator of our first speech on this conference, and first speech will be about very pressing topic for our days, for all the BAs around all the world. We're going to talk about our evolving of the BA roles. What are the challenges? Are we ready for them? But before that, I'd like kindly remind you that first of all, you're very welcome to leave all your questions on our We Are community page of this talk, also on YouTube channel of our community of our BA conference today. And more than that, we would kindly ask you to rate our talks. This talk, our speaker, unfortunately, there is no chance to rate facilitator, but I will just believe that I'm the best one. Okay, so our first speech is evolving BA roles. Are we ready? Are we ready for the new challenges? And our first speaker is Vivian Wan. Hello, Vivian. How are you today?
Hello, Alona. Good morning and good afternoon, everyone. I feel really honored and humbled to be the first speaker of our BA Excellence Conference this time.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming. Thanks for being ready to share with us your experience. Just several words, guys, about our Vivian. Vivian is a certified business analyst. She's in our sphere of BA analysis for more than 7 years already. Have a great experience in financial sphere services domain and other domains. She's an active contributor in many our communities related to BAs. And more than that, as a secret, just as a secret, she lives in a town where we'd say a world panda's house. And we'd like to ask you, Vivian, have you visited pandas to prepare to your talk today?
Well, not really. I just wonder, I think pandas, they might be too relaxed for our
Yeah,
fast-paced world of BA.
correct. I think that we all should go there on our weekends to have our relaxed time and preparing us for our week for Mondays. Okay, all stages are yours, Vivian, and you're very welcome with your speech, Evolving Roles. Are we ready for the new challenge?
Okay, thank you, Alona. Speaking of the fast-paced world of BA, let me share with you my slides first. I'd like to share with you a picture first. Are you all able to see my screen with the picture? Hello? Okay. Um, so I'd like to share with you this picture first. This is an iterative product development process where you can see a car evolves from a skateboard, then to a bike, then to a motorbike, and then finally to a car. As BA, we are often busy with supporting product iteration, ensuring each version evolves and improves to meet dynamic market demands. However, given the current market changes and rapidly advancing technology, the question is if, in a sense, we BA our product ourselves, what will be the new feature for our next iteration? And how can we develop these new features? So, with this question in mind, today I'd like to initiate this discussion with all of you. Evolving BA role, are we ready for the new challenges? I like to break down my presentation into three parts. First of all, I'll talk about how BA role has evolved over time. So this is basically to define our current state. And then we will talk about new challenges and why. This is to define our future state. And finally, we'll talk about strategies for new challenges, basically to bridge the gap between the current to the future. All right, let's get started. Let's take a moment to trace our BA journey from its early beginning to its current form. Imagine a world back in 1980s where computers were like this, something out of scientific movie. They were big, bulky, and incredibly expensive. Only the government and very few big companies could afford them, and the end users are mainly programmers. Therefore, at that time, BA is known as system analyst and more focusing on software engineering. The role was played by programmers themselves, besides their coding responsibilities. And thanks to technology advancement, personal computers become more common. So at that time, end users can actually interact directly with the system by keyboard and starting to give feedback on user interfaces. Then comes a challenge. No matter how expert the business user and the programmers were in their own field, they struggled to communicate effectively. Thus, BA was born like the superhero, with the power or the magic to bridge the gap between IT and business and technology team to facilitate the change. In its early stages, the primary focus of the BA role was to support successful project delivery by defining problems, gathering requirements, and documenting solutions. As time goes on, BA matured in 2003 when IIBA, which is International Institute of Business Analysis, was established, bringing more structure and recognition to the evolving role of business analysts across industries. And as time further moves on, in response to fast market needs and the need to deliver quickly to gain more opportunities, organizations started to transit to agile frameworks. This further changed the BA role with a focus on obtaining requirements in ledgers just in time and prioritizing user journeys and user goals. Focus more on collaborative conversations, which eliminates the need for lengthy requirement gathering phases and sign offs, leading to more efficient project delivery. Okay, when we reflect on this journey, it's evident that the role of our business analyst is continually evolving to adapt to changing technical advancement, market demands, and project methodologies. Well, when we think about the future, it's natural to wonder what lies ahead and how will the role continue to evolve. When we approach this question, we might have different perspectives, and I'm not trying to make predictions on all of them. But today, I'd like to focus on three potential trends, drawing from my recent observation, project experiences, and research. There are blurring gap between business and technology, ongoing importance of data, and AI-empowered business analysis. First of all, let's look at the blurring gap between business and technology. In the past, technology was considered an enabler for business process. And as BI, our primary role was to analyze and define business problems. Just as this picture shows, the business workflows could be too manual, which caused low efficiency and increased cost. As BI, we ask, how can technology help business solve this problem? However, as the line between business and technology is fading, technology is gradually becoming the driving force behind business process. The focus shifted to delight the customer by the new digital capabilities. Now we ask, what can technology do to enhance the business opportunities? Let's take the banking industry as an example. Banks are no longer traditional financial institutions. They can become fintech companies. One of the clients I worked with is the largest commercial bank in Singapore, which has successfully transformed into a top digital bank globally. Years ago, the CEO set a powerful challenge to act more like a technology startup and less like a bank. To achieve this, the leadership team sought inspiration not just from other banks, but from tech giants like Facebook, Amazon, Apple, and Google. And then the bank set a series of changes aiming to make it a tech organization that delivers banking services. As a result, it stands out as one of the world's best digital banks. Another example is in today's rapidly evolving digital landscape, businesses are increasingly leverage cloud technology. According to Gartner 2024 prediction, by 2027, more than 50% of enterprises will move to cloud, comparing to 15% in 2023. This means more and more business process will move to cloud. So it's important for BAs to understand the concept and technology so that we can collaborate better with development teams to ensure seamless integration of cloud solution with business processes. What's more, solutions nowadays are typically more complex. It's a combination of different things. For example, if you want to leverage the machine learning algorithm, we probably need big data analytics. We also need to consider migrating all the data to cloud. All this need to work together to achieve the business goal. So, as BI, we no longer can just appreciate the technologies, but maybe move a step further to understand them better to support our business better. Secondly, as the organization undergoes digital transformation, the number of systems, applications, and data continues to grow. Business manage more data than ever before. For example, for e-commerce company, they generate personalized sales recommendation based on customer behavior and preferences data. Financial services, they rely data for risk management and fraud detection. Manufacturing sector, they adopt IoT device to collect data from machines and optimize production efficiency. So, as BI, we have more chances to work with data and use that data to enable business to make more informed decisions. Taking a project I recently worked on, for instance, the project scope is to build an online loan application workflow. One important step is to validate clients' financial health and credibility to ensure customers are eligible to apply for the loan. This process requires getting data from various internal and external systems. When I worked in a project, my role is clearly defined to include data and API identification, API analysis and documentation, supporting mapping the appropriate attribute from one system to another. Besides, I'm also a technical interviewer for BIs in EPAM. I recently observed that the job descriptions for prospective candidates now often include data related skills. So, the conclusion is data analytics will continue to be an essential part for business analysis. Those who can effectively work with data will be quite competitive. Last but not least, let's talk about Gen AI. It has been mentioned almost everywhere nowadays. It's not just a buzzword, but definitely accelerate the change of BA role as well. One simple example I can share is I've already seen the client that I worked with have adopted the technology to develop their own chatbot, which support project manager BAs to generate epic user story and test the cases automatically. How does that work? As an end user, just by simply entering a few lines for project objective and scope in the chatbot, the language model will leverage the bank's knowledge base as the context and then automatically generate epic user story with acceptance criteria, further down to test the cases just at one go. Then PM or BA can use the outcome as the baseline to take it forward. Sounds interesting? I believe a future BA will need to learn to collaborate with AI to augment our BA skill, just like how we use Google search today. In terms of AI assisted BI, just to give you a heads up, Anna Spinova will be giving a talk on creating your own BA assistants with ChatGPT on 17th of April. So if this interests you, be sure to stay tuned. Okay, that is the time we need to talk about the strategies to prepare for the new challenges. With the rapid evolution of these different trends, we probably are thinking, how do we develop a skill set that not only meets current demands, but also anticipate the future trends? I believe this is not only about skill acquisition, whether you need to learn cloud, big data, or Gen AI, but more about mindset shift. The key among this shift is adaptability. As quoted here, at the core of managing change is building that muscle of adaptability. Because let's be practical here, change is constant and inevitable. As BI, we need to welcome changes with an open mind, acknowledging that nowadays business and technology can no longer operate in their own world separately. This can help us stay ahead of the curve, enable us to proactively identify opportunities for innovation, growth, and improvement. Besides mindset shift, continuous learning is also critical. Just as what we do in retrospective in our agile projects, learning can be an ongoing process. We can learn via different channels, no matter via formal training, project experience, or sharing like this. We can use that learning and reflect on our previous work. Think about what didn't work well. It could be ineffective stakeholder management, insufficient comprehension of technical or business concepts, poor team collaboration. So, no matter what it is, it's crucial to dig deep into the root cause. And then we learn from this experience and apply it in our future endeavors. Embracing this reflective approach help us draw lessons and thus enhance our capability to adapt in the ever-changing business environments. Speaking about learning, so how can we foster our learning journey? In order to assist the BI in successfully transitioning into the digital future, IIBA proposed three actionable tracks in their 2018 white paper titled Go Acrossing the Chasm. Let's look at them one by one. First of all, focus on BA core skill, which is master fundamental business analysis skills. This includes what covers in BA body of knowledge, for example, BA planning and monitoring, elicitation and collaboration, requirement lifecycle management. The core BA techniques and skills, they are still relevant and may even become more critical in the complex digital world. Track 2 is to gain expertise in the business domain. In the digital world, domain experts still remain relevant, and they can be the fundamental business principles, best practices, industry train on the solution of a specific process. This helps us be more efficient in requirement gathering and stakeholder engagement. Well, while BA foundation and business domain they are relative compulsory, and the third track is to deep dive of the technology track. We can select one or more technology track to do deep dive. This will lead us to BA specialization, for example, like fintech BA or cloud BA. So these are all the learning tracks for BI. Finally, to pursue these learning tracks effectively, there are some learning resources I find useful. One way is to make good use of the online learning platform, such as LinkedIn, Coursera, Udemy. So it has a wide coverage of all three tracks that you can take a look. And within EPAM, we also have in-house learning and development platform. Here I have shared some example for AI courses. For example, AI assisted business analysis, learning with AI assisted tools, which are quite helpful courses. Besides, professional certification is also a great way to gain knowledge systematically. For BA Foundation, we can always consider certifications such as IIBA CBAP, which has systematic BA approach. IIBA also has specialty certification focused on, for example, agile business analysis or business data analysis or cybersecurity that you can take a look. And for business domains, I believe for each business or industry, they've got their own respective certification. Here, I just list like Salesforce has also got BA certification. And for technology, I recently completed some cloud certification. So I take the cloud as example. So I find those cloud vendor certifications which has quite systematic education learning journey. So here I list an example for AWS. You can see the learning path can be based on role or based on solutions, which are worth exploring based on your specific project or needs. So these are very useful resources for our continuous learning. Okay, uh, I'm going to wrap up for my presentation. I hope you find it helpful in some way. We've actually covered a lot, and we also talked a lot about the importance of technology. But the key message at the last I want to highlight is not about technology, but with the right mindset and continuous learning, we can be the calm in the storm. Okay, this comes to the end. So if you have any questions or concerns, I'd be happy to discuss with you. Thank you all, and now I will hand over to Lorna. So thank you, Lorna.
Yeah, thank you, Vivian. It was really, really, really up to date. I think each and every BA thinks during these days, during these years, what are our next steps? And actually, we do have several questions. And first of all, is like this. I see that many have the same in their heads. GPT says that the main challenge for future BA is quick adaptability to very many evolving technologies like AI, machine learning, big data, and necessity of constant learning. Are you agree with that?
Yes, I agree. I think for as also shared in my talk, it's really important to keep learning. I think because currently the technology and business or evolves quite rapidly. I mean, I think as BI, it's really important to be open mind and embrace the new changes, new challenges. So it's really critical for us to learn different things, but it may sound overwhelming at some point of time of when we're hearing all this technology. I think it's not feasible, of course, to learn all of them, but it's necessary or also feasible to learn some of them based on our specific role or project needs. And it's really important to say that it's a journey, not a destination.
Exactly, exactly. Thank you, Vivian. Another question would be about transition to product owner. As we all know, many BAs transit or try to learn to be good product owners. What do you think about that? Will be this a successful way for BAs in our upcoming future? And if yes, what is required to become a good product owner?
Um, I think first of all, I think a BA and a product owner definitely has a lot of overlapping roles. I based on my understanding, I think product owner is more high level or focused on the product vision, while BA more focused on the lower level of the details of the requirements. So I think definitely the answer is yes. It's possible for BA to transfer to PO, and as also I said what I suggested in the deck, it's important. If you want to pursue for the PO role, probably you can consider some certification or reflect or share doing some sharing like this to gain more PO expertise. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much. That is true. And due to the time limit, we have many more questions, guys. And thanks for raising that. We would kindly ask you to continue raise them in our community chat and in YouTube chat, and we will try to answer all of them offline, definitely. Um, the very last questions. Let us try to be very brief on that. And very important one. Do you think, Vivian, that human based skills will still be necessary regardless the automation in our future, nearest future, let's say?
Of course, and definitely, I think I'm more optimistic on this the side of all this emergent technology. I think AI, all these things will be very helpful tool for us to enhance our work efficiency in the future. But it's still very important for the human skills because as humans, we still want to interact with humans, and no matter how powerful those AI systems it is, it's still important to have to ask insightful questions, to have empathies on the customers, and
Exactly.
also yeah, all this to build the relationship or maintain the stakeholder engagement. So these human skills are still important, or even more become more critical in the future.
That's so true. That's so correct. I'm with you, completely with you on that. Okay, Vivian, thanks a lot. That was really important for all of us. And guys, just remind you that you can rate our talk, that you're very welcome to come back to our community to learn about all the podcasting events that we have, all the talks, all the recordings that are for your convenience on our channels. I would also introduce you our great opportunity during this conference to uh, to have a discount on our book of our main talkers. Just a second, I'll share the uh, doo-doo-doo. Unfortunately, not so quick, not so quick. Um, not able to do that technically, but I hope the next talk will be you will be able, and we'll also, of course, share with you the special discount for the Empower by Me Adults Handbook by Medulla Day. And during the days of our conference, you can have this 10% off to buy this book, and I hope that we'll be able to share with you the exact link to the discount and to this book. And now I'm just passing the ball to our next talk, very exciting one with Alina Zaripova, BA Trends in Life Science. Thank you for being with us, and please stay with us.